My truck drivers, my truck drivers, my truck drivers. Man, I just had to share this story, man, and try and get some type of feedback, understanding on this situation, because it's not funny. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Um, just so you can understand that I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to figure out, like, okay, so this is the deal. Um, Truck driver today got sentenced to 110 years in prison, like 20 young 20s. So evidently 2 years ago he was driving, and he was driving, and at some point his brakes failed. Right, they were overheated. They failed. Um, so he couldn't stop the truck. So the truck is, I mean, at some point, there's just so many questions. I'm just like, okay, they say that he got 110 years because he failed to take an off ramp, right? Okay, so my question would be, did he know the brakes were failing before he chose to take the off ramp? Because that definitely wasn't clearly stated at this point. It was stated, but it wasn't clearly stated. You know what I mean? So it still left a question. Um, Now I know it's our job and our duty as truckers to be professional, meaning to do our pre-trip, post-trip inspections, make sure everything's running well, knowing, and getting proper training on how to go down mountains without burning up your brakes. You know what I mean? Um, but for him to get 110 years, four people passed away, and that's a sad thing, of course. Um, but So he says he tried to stop, and you could tell he just wasn't like on a crash mission, like kill as many people as you can. You know what I mean? He was. You could see in the video where he flew past someone, and he was actually trying to avoid people. Um, but at the point, I guess he decided that it would be best to pull off. Another truck was a truck. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It just was parked on the side. So somehow I guess he hit the truck, and then they hit four other cars, and four people ended up passing away. Now, like, so they said because he had reckless endangerment, or he made poor decisions, that he was at fault. You know what I mean? Now, if he's not texting and driving, um, if he's focused on the road, he just overheated his brakes, and he lost his brakes, and and okay, was he past the off ramp before he knew that the brakes were gone, or did he have the option to take the off ramp? Because if you had the option to take the off ramp, then I can understand you being at fault, because you don't have brakes and you see an off ramp. Obviously, you need to take the off ramp, right? Now, if he didn't know his brakes were gone by that time, and he passed the off ramp, and then at this point he's now flying 80, 90 miles per hour, and and there's nowhere for him to go. Like, of course you don't want to run into a back of cars. Your first thought would be to go off the road. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, because at that point you're in the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up situation. You don't want to take no one down with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not their fault that you're in that situation. So, um, I can understand that, but man, it's just like, y'all go look that up. Go look that up. It's a trucker. It says trucker got 110 years today. Um, um, because mainly the main thing was he failed to take the off ramp, and it was a series of bad decisions that he made. Um, I mean, man, I don't know. There's just so many questions, because it's just like, if at the moment he decided, okay, this is, I need to get off the road. You know what I mean? Or maybe I can get back control of it. But then at this point, I'm understanding I can't get back control of it. Now traffic stopped up ahead, and then the moment I decide that I need to get off the road, it's a truck right there. Um, Man, I don't know. That's a crazy situation right there, man. That's in 110 years, bro. This guy's in his young 20s, and life is just, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, I feel like they're going to come back with a different decision, maybe when they review the case or something like that. And you know, I'm sure the people whose loved ones were took are feeling some type of way. But I can understand it also from the trucker's point of view. Like, okay, I didn't know that my brakes were gone by the time I passed the off ramp. And by the time I passed the off ramp and got to the point where I crashed, and somewhere in between there, um, I knew my brakes were gone and I'm picking up speed, right? So then when I'm trying to get it back under control, I get to the point where, okay, now I know I can't get under control. Traffic stops right there. I need to go ahead and get over. And the moment I decide to get over, now it's a truck right there. So I hit the truck and the truck hits the cars, or I don't know, man. That's just wild, man. We gotta be, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say keep your eyes on the road. Jake brake, you know what I mean? If the weather's permits it, and man, go slow down the mountains, man. You know what I mean? Go slow at anything you do. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna be late, you're gonna be late anyway. You know what I mean? So that's usually why they give you, like, for Stevens, for example, they would give you, they would base your time of getting there off of 50 mile per hour. Like if you were driving 50, so you're probably driving 58 to 62. If you're saving fuel, and if that's not really a concern for you, you're probably 65 to 70, 75 maybe. But yeah, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know kind of what you guys would do in that situation. Look up the story and tell me if you think he's wrong. Just let me know how you guys feel about that.